What is up, people on the internet? JQL Productions back with another video. In today's video, I'm doing my custom Lego DC Suicide Squad showcase video. And yeah, so basically, I didn't make every figure I wanted to make from the movie, but due to the time I had, I had to leave a couple characters out. Plus, some characters I didn't even know whether I wanted to make them or didn't know how to make them. If you guys know what I mean, like Killer Croc, I have no idea what I was gonna do with him. And Slipknot, I don't really like his character, to be honest, because I think we all know, this might be a spoiler, so might skip forward a little bit. I think we all know he's gonna die because we haven't seen him in any other clips from the trailers. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. I guess we'll just get started with this showcase video. I forgot to mention what characters I did make. Here's Katana, El Diablo, Captain Boomerang, or in the movie he's referred to as Boomerang apparently, Deadshot, Joker, and the new Harley Quinn. I mean, technically all these characters are new, but you know, whatever. And I'll see. Yeah, let's just get started with the showcase. Okay, so we'll start off with Deadshot, the character I'm looking forward to the most in this movie, just being honest. But yeah, so basically, first thing you'll notice with this figure is the mask thing. What did I do with it? I took a Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet, I sanded off the fin on the top. Well, didn't completely sanded it, I cut it a little bit, and then I sanded the sides to really shaping it to look a little more like Deadshot's mask. So yeah, anyway, if we remove it, it likes to stay on there a little bit. You can see I have a fully painted, not fully painted, but painted Will Smith head. Basically, I took a First Order technician from that one set that nobody likes, the First Order Battle Pack, and I just painted all the detail you see around here. I painted his facial hair, a little bit of, I painted his, little sight connected on his head right there. I would have made it 3D, but, yeah, I didn't really feel like it. Painted on the little strap that goes all the way around. You can't really tell that it's not a part of his hairpiece because his facial hair, I mean, because I didn't do anything to separate it. So yeah, that's basically it for the head. Okay, so he also wields this little gun thing I made for him. Basically, I took a brick arms gun. I don't know the name of it. It looked like a sniper rifle at first. Then I cut off the long piece of the barrel, and I cut off the scope, I sanded it, and I dropped it, and I painted it to look as accurate as I could to really represent his gun. But even if he didn't have this, he still has his gauntlet gun things, whatever you want to call them, which I took Brick Warrior hidden blades and cut off the blade. I sanded it a lot, and then I just painted it to look the way it does. And I think it really does add a nice 3D touch to the figure when it comes to those gauntlets. The shoulder pads I made for him, I basically used minifigure hands and glued them on. So there's that. The torso's fully painted. It's meant to represent my bad. It's meant to represent his vest. Now you can see I have ammo pouches right here and here, and then on his legs you can see I have ammo pouches. You can see on top of his thigh. Also painted his knee pads. I painted his the laces you see there. And if we go to the back, you can see the continuation of the vest he wears on the back. These two little shapes are meant to represent the pistols that he has in the back of his torso. And yeah, it's just a lot of painting went into this figure, and I'm really glad that it looks the way it does. I'm just going to put his helmet back on because he looks really awesome. Oh yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for my Deadshot figure. On to the next figure. Alright, so here we have Boomerang, as he's referred to in the movie, apparently. I'm just gonna call him Captain Boomerang, because that's who he is. Very simple figure. All I did was paint the face, and the hairpiece, and yeah, I also made a 3D jacket for him. I painted his, the side of his arm. I painted the boomerangs there. I also painted these, little brown things that goes all the way around his, bottom of his arm. And I also painted the word Captain on a dark blue torso. I also painted, pocket designs down there based off the Death Star Trooper legs. And yeah, it's a very simple figure. I also painted buttons there. I painted as much as I thought was necessary on Boomerang. I didn't really he seemed like a simple figure to me, and I didn't really go all out with him like I did with, say, like Deadshot or Harley Quinn or Katana. But yeah, he's one of those simple figures, you know? So yeah, on to the next figure. Alright, so here we have El Diablo. El Diablo is a character I'm not familiar with, really, but all I know is that he has power things. And these fire pieces are the only accurate fire pieces I can find that I had in my possession, so I just used them, because why not? And he's also like Captain Boomerang, he's also a very simple figure, so if I remove the fire things, you can see I have him wearing like some kind of jacket, sleeveless jacket, but he has sleeves underneath it, if you guys know what I mean. I tried to paint the word Diablo on the side of his jacket, but it really didn't work out. Yeah. The legs are very simple. You can just see what I painted there. Now, the face is the most detailed part about this figure. If I move his head up, you can see I painted the word Diablo on his chin. He has a lot of tattoos on his head. And as you can see, if I go 360, there's nothing really much on the back, because I couldn't find anything on his back, but you can see it's a lot, like, dirtied, kind of. That's exactly what El Diablo's face in the movie looks like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for El Diablo. Probably, I think, between El Diablo and Captain Boomerang, I think Captain Boomerang's more simple, but, you know, that's just how it is. On to the next figure. Okay, so here's Katana. Katana, I made a version of the figure at first, but then I decided to scrap it and then make this version. And I think this version looks way better. Just saying. Yeah. So the hairpiece is the Black Widow hairpiece in a black mold that came with the collectible minifigure series line. The problem with this hairpiece, it doesn't look entirely accurate, but I think it looks accurate enough to where you can recognize this is Katana. But another thing about it is that it doesn't really leave a lot of room for me to paint the face and like make it visible, if you know what I mean. So I had to like keep some detail off the mask. If you guys look at the mask, there's a lot more like lines on it, but I couldn't really fit it in there due to the hairpiece. So yeah, but I did paint the mask anyways. You can see it's fully painted in there. I painted the face entirely, painted her lips and all that. And yeah, her sword is just a standard sword, Lego sword, I mean. But yeah, I'm just gonna take that out. You can see on this arm, I painted the Japanese flag that is on her arm. I also painted a gold lotus, I think that's what it's supposed to be. She has that a lot on her, you can see on her costume. Painted, what are they called? Shoulder pads on there. You can see on the back of her 3D jacket, which I also made. You see more a lotus, and I also painted it Japanese writing, kind of. Another lotus on the left arm. I painted her torso. You can see there. Not a lot to see. Painted another Japanese flower on the side there. Painted buttons there. And I painted knee pads there. I also painted one Japanese sign because on her actual costume she has more symbols or kanji on the side of her leg. So yeah, you can see there. And if I move the legs, the figure around, you can see I have this little paper glued onto the back to represent her little ribbon that she has to hold her sword holster in place. But I did not know how I was going to attempt the sword holster, so I just left it as is. So yeah, but I still think Katana turned out to be one of the better figures in this showcase. So yeah, and it's really cool to see a Japanese character on screen. Just saying, I'm not Japanese, but it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. On to the next one. Okay, so here's Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was not entirely a difficult figure, but she had her difficulties at some times. So basically, you can see here, I took the Lego group's face because I couldn't paint a face that represented Harley Quinn that I was satisfied with. So I just used the Lego group's face, painted the red and blue eyeshadow and the black heart you see there on the side of her face. And yeah, the hairpiece is also Legos. The red you see here and the blue you see there, it was the Legos molding. I didn't paint that. I just painted the blonde you see around there, and I also painted the hairbands you see there. And yeah, so she has a 3D jacket. And by the way, Katana and Harley Quinn here do not have custom curved torsos because they both have 3D jackets, so I decided not to bother making curved torsos because they were gonna have the jackets anyways. So what's the point? Anyway, back to the figure. You can see I painted 3D jacket too to match the arm and the my bad, to match the arm, and I also painted the back, which is very sloppy up until here. It's supposed to say property of Joker. There were supposed to be other words that I was supposed to paint, but I couldn't fit that on there because, you know, I lack the ability to paint. And I also painted Daddy's little girl rather than Daddy's little monster because I think, you know, it just fits better. And I can barely paint stuff. I just painted her belly button there. I painted her belt TC there. I painted her flesh legs. And by the way, I walked in this figure when I was starting on this figure. I debated whether I should just keep her skin tone white or flesh, use my flesh paint to represent her skin tone, because like she has two different types of skin tones apparently, or it's either one or the other, but I gave her two types of skin tones because her face, it obviously had to be white, but I don't like my white paint because white paint in general is just really hard to work with, so I decided to just keep it flesh, so that way I don't struggle while making this figure too much and get really annoyed. So yeah, that's my excuse. I painted her boots, you see there. I also painted gold on her arms to represent all the glitter you can see there. That's on the side of her arms. And yeah, Harley Quinn, very... The only thing difficult, actually, the only thing difficult about this figure was debating to myself whether I wanted to keep her skin tone white all over or keep some parts flesh. Because I knew I had to make the face white, because that's just how she is. So yeah, I didn't get a bat in time, by the way, for Harley Quinn, if you're wondering. So yeah, that's why she doesn't have a bat. So anyway, on to the next figure. Alright, here we have a very disappointing Joker. I'll admit, I'm not entirely happy with this figure. I decided not to put too much effort into this figure, because, I don't know. I mean, Joker is definitely... the new Jared Leto Joker is something everyone's been looking forward to, everyone's excited about, because he's taken up the mantle of the Joker after Heath Ledger, if that's how you pronounce his name. But it's a really big deal, but I didn't spend that much time on this figure, because one, he has a lot of costumes, so I just picked the one where he's shirtless and has a trench coat on, and two, I had a really hard time trying to figure out what to like even paint. Like even the face I'm not entirely happy with. You can see I painted the J there, I painted damage on his forehead. The hairpiece is very simple, it's just a widow's peak hairpiece that I cut the little top or front bang thing off, and I painted the torso. I did paint the torso, but I'm showing you the back. I painted the trench coat, which is also an index card. I painted the torso. Not entirely happy with it. I could have done better, but you know, that's how it is. So I painted the tattoos you see there, sort of. I painted his, like, abs, muscles, and stuff. And on the, I didn't paint his hands either, because, he has a lot of details on this, on his, body that I just really couldn't paint, because I'm not at that skill level at this moment. But if I do take off this part of the, trench coat, you see I painted Arkham there, because that is accurate. So yeah, that's really the only thing I painted that I'm kind of proud of, because I had a hard time fitting Arkham on there. But the torso, I'm not entirely happy about. The head, I'm not entirely happy about. It is actually, the head is actually the Lego Group's head, Lego Group's Joker face, but I just painted around it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Joker. I might revisit this figure in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want me to. I might do that, but yeah, I guess we'll just wrap up this showcase. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, despite me not finishing all the figures I wanted to make. Trust me, I did really want to make other figures from this movie, because this movie looks like it's going to be a really good movie, but I just didn't have the time, nor did I have the ability to make some of the figures. Like, just saying, Killer Croc seemed like it was going to be impossible, because if you really look at him, he has a lot of scales, and I didn't feel like painting that. But I might actually revisit Suicide Squad in the future, because the rest of August I'm gonna be free on making figures. I don't have any other figures planned. I'm just, at the moment, I'm revisiting figures, upgrading them. I'm upgrading some Marvel figures, like from Civil War. I upgraded my Deadpool. I'm upgrading some CW figures, like Arrow. I revisited that figure. It looks so much better now. But yeah, so that's basically all I'm doing. And also, after Comic-Con, oh man, that I couldn't handle all the news all at once. Freaking Wonder Woman trailer, Justice League trailer, and then we got some footage for Spider-Man Homecoming, apparently. I didn't see that because I didn't go to Comic-Con. So yeah, there's a lot of news going on, and it's just so awesome, and I can't wait to see all the things coming in 2017. 2017 is going to be intense. I thought 2016 was going to be intense, but 2017 proved me wrong. But anyway, yeah, oh yeah, Doctor Strange trailer too, and then the announcement for Miss Marvel being played by Brie Larson, and the Thor and Ragnarok title thing, that looks like a Mario title thing, or not Mario, what's it called, Sega title thing from Mega Man and stuff. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and also leave a comment down below if you guys want me to revisit some of these figures. I mean, not these figures. I mean, the only figure I'd revisit in the showcase would be the Joker. But let me know if you guys want me to make other characters from Suicide Squad. Like Rick Flag, I actually wanted to make, but he seemed kind of simple, because, you know, he doesn't have a costume like freaking Deadshot, or like all the other figures. I knew I had to make the Captain Boomerang, though. I just had to. And El Diablo, because he looks pretty awesome in the trailers. I'm rambling on, actually, so I'm just going to finish the showcase. Make sure to follow me on my social media sites, Instagram, Twitter, and Flickr. Links down below. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever or whatever video that is. And yeah, I actually have no idea what video I'm going to make for the rest of 2016, but we'll find out in the future. See you guys later. Bye.